to the third tech vlog of the year. Today we are commuting to the office, so let me pack my stuff and let's go. Okay, I saw a comment that said I should show more of what I do in a day. Just to clarify that I cannot show specific into the projects what I'm working on. I can give you the highlights of what I'm working on. So the time now is around 3, right? So the highlight is, the summary is 9. I came in the office 9:30. That was my first stand-up, and then 10 we're supposed to have an all hands on devs meeting that we actually didn't have, so it's been coding from there. I didn't really get much chance to record much. I did have those clips that you saw, and around 1 went out for lunch, and then 2 I came back in, and then now it's actually what the time is. So I think I do show what I do, but if you have any suggestions of what you think I should show more, you can leave a comment in the comment section below, but I cannot really show you like an actual ticket or expose the client information. So that's that. I'm gonna go back to work. The time now it's almost 4, and I'm gonna continue with my work. 5:30 and we are knocking off. Let's pick this up tomorrow. See ya. Good morning once again. Today is what I called refactoring day. As you can see from my t-shirt, the main objective is to get rid of bugs as much as I can. Remember to buy the match at bydrip.store, link in the description. So I have a mini demo tomorrow, and the main objective today is to clean up my code. Clean it up, not to the point where you mess it up, because I know we get a bit carried away trying to clean it up. So I will do that properly tomorrow, but today I'm just going to try to get rid of anything that might hinder my demos, and also add a few functionalities. But yeah, that should be the objective of the day. And concept of the week still coming up, so do stick around. So let's get this party started. Special shout out to PH Creations for a GitHub bottle. You can customize it to your liking. This is my Git profile right here, and you also have the company policy. So if you know, you know. I'm gonna quickly go into the office because apparently I have a new machine. I'm not sure of the make and the model, but the one I've been using for 2 years now. I'm gonna quickly show it to you now. But what I'm currently doing is I'm picking up my stuff, and also I'm committing my changes because I had like 36 changes, so I can continue working on the new one. Let me quickly show you the laptop I was using for the past 2 years. Okay, don't mind the OneDrive loading. This is the Asus Expect book. I'm not sure of the model, but it does have Intel Core i7 Iris graphics, 16 gigs of RAM. Also has this cool touchpad here, which you can actually load. You can just load the calculator like that. Yeah, then you can actually use this thing and close it like that. Yeah, definitely recommend. It's a fast machine. I've had it for some time. Time for an upgrade, so you're gonna get an unboxing video. pretty soon. But meanwhile, it's packing up. It's time for lunch, and we go to the office. Let's go get my laptop. Okay.
Oh, so these are the laptops.
Yeah. Let's hope they are nice.
Nice.
But at least we're getting new laptops.
Yeah, it's better than
that's
your own
yeah. That's
crying laptops. But it looks nice though. But it's big.
Mina actually preferred the.
So now you say.
New wallpapers, check. That's the Lenovo wallpaper. Kind of cool, but kind of the new setup right here. But this thing is too big, but I'll get used to it. That's the new setup. Definitely forgot how much of a pain it is to set up a new laptop, from the SQL servers to the SQL Server Management Studios, Visual Studio Code. But I'm currently setting up my Visual Studio Code right now, running into some npm errors, trying to fix that. But my backend is all good, the server is all good. So yeah, meanwhile let me just tell you about our concept of this week. Today's concept of the week is gonna be DTOs. Last week I talked about repository design patterns. I think it only makes sense to talk about DTOs and dependency injection. Dependency injection is gonna be for the following week. So let's talk about DTOs. Okay, so what are DTOs? DTOs are data transfer objects, and they're used to transfer data, as it says, to different layers of the application. They usually contain subsets of the properties from an entity itself. So what are the use cases, or what are the benefits of a DTO? Use of DTOs is separation of concerns and security. As you know, you might have an entity as it's known from the database, as all of the properties that you have does not need to reach the client as always. For example, you will have a transaction entity that you would like to update. It's not wise for you to actually take the entire entity and expose it to the client. You would like to have a DTO which would only expose the things that you like the clients to manipulate, so that when you have properties like last modified date and who modified the date, something like an ID of the user, so you can be able to deal with that in the background without the client actually manipulating that kind of data. And also helps you to separate the concerns that the entity and the database schema is coupled with the database access functionality code, and also the client and the data also have a different object that it deals with, so you don't actually have to send the entire entity to the client when they don't actually need to see that, and they don't actually have to manipulate or access some of the properties. So it gives you that separation of concerns, database schemas and the entities to the database side, and the client and the properties that they need to see you can send via the DTO. Even when you are adding a resource, getting a resource, gives you much better control. Hope that really makes sense. We've reached the end of the video. If you've reached this stage, shout out to you, and tell me your thoughts about the concept of the week. From me to you, take care until we see you next time. We're gonna be discussing what I've had for the past month and what I've also been working on, what I've been studying, all that kind of stuff. So see you next time.